Hey fellow classic rockers, Kelly Dean Allen here. Today going to show you how to play the classic Alice Cooper track Be My Lover from his 1971 album Killer. A modest hit for Alice at the time, but it's always been a fan favorite and is one of those tracks that's been a live concert staple for Alice pretty much throughout his entire career. Let's get started. We are in standard tuning for this tutorial, and the opening riff to this one, also the riff that we're going to be playing all throughout the verses, is pretty basic stuff, just 3 chords, D, A, G. Right, 2 Ds, 1 A, 2 Gs, 1 A, and repeat. Right, that just continues all throughout the first verse. Now, leading into the chorus, right, there's a little lick right there, D major licks, right, that were a couple of little fill lines going on throughout this track. 12th fret, double bend, release it, pull it off to 10, grab the 12 of the D, back to 10, and then a little pull off from 12 to 10, back it up to 9, right? Right, that's the little lick that leads into the chorus. Now, coming out of these D to A to Gs into the chorus, you're going to hang on that G, double hit of the A power chord, and then we drop into the chorus, right? Chorus. Right, so what we're doing here, coming out of the D to A to G, we're going to drop into a G blues progression, right? We got this G5 chord here bouncing off the 7 of the A for 2 bars, off to F sharp. You're going to hit that F sharp 8 times. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to drop into a full B minor chord, ba, 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 off to A into G, back into A, blues, off to G, blues, A, blues, G, blues, D, right? And that's a little interlude after the chorus. So that is the chorus, coming out of that D to A to G. 2 bars of this blues progression, then off to F sharp, B minor, A, G, back to A, blues, G blues, A blues, G blues, D. Let it ring. A bar, G bar, D. A major bar, slide back to a G major bar, and back into D. Kind of lightly strummed, right? And then we're going to reverse that. G, A, D. A, G, D. Reverse it. G, A, into the next verse. Right, there's also little guitar fill lines going on over that, right? This right here. So we're sliding into 4 of the D string, down to the 2 of the G, little pull off from 4 to 2, and back up to that 4 of the D. Right? Then we're going to move it into 5 and 7, slide into 7 of the D, and then we're going to string skip over the G string and do basically the same thing we just did there, but now down here on the 5-7 of the B, finishing back on the 7 of the D. Right? Now we're going to move it into the 9s and 7s, sliding into 9, doing the same lick, down to the 7, pull off 9 to 7, back to that 9 of the D, and then back to the 1 on the 5s and 7s. right? And that goes on all throughout the that little interlude, right? Over those chords there. There's also a little lead fill line going on as a lead in back into the first verse. Back into the next verse, right? D major fill lines here, 12th fret. All going on the 10/12s of the B and the high E, starting with a bend on that 12. And you're going to back it up now, you're going to shift, we're going to be on that 10 again. We just finished on the 10, right, with our index, and now we're going to shift off to our ring finger. Play the exact same lick, right, but in a different position on the 10. Finishing on the 7 of the G, and then finishing the lick with this. Just on the 7s and 9s of the D and the G. Hammer on 7 to 9. Slide out of that 9 of the G back into the riff. For the second verse. Right, and that continues all through the second verse, leading back into another chorus, right? G blues, 2 bars, F sharp, B minor, A, G, A blues, G blues, A blues, G blues, D. Right back into that again in this lick. Right? And leading into the bridge, there's that same lick again. Changes a little bit. Right, we're going to grab that 10 of the B and give it a full step and pick it a whole bunch of times at the top. And then release it off to 7 and then 9 off to 7 of the G. And then you play that lick again, right? And then we're into the bridge. Right there. So D, D5, right? Just D string, G string, and B string. And then you're going to slide the G and the B up to the 7s with the open D string. Then up to 11 and 10 of the G and the B, and then up to 14 and 13 of the G and the B. And then right at the end, you drop your pinky on the 17 of the high E, or sorry, 17 of the B, and you just hit the D, G, and B string together there. Right? And that's that little bridge section. And it's kind of all slowing down as you're playing it. Baby, if you wanna be my lover. We're playing the same thing we're playing during the chorus, but at like half speed, right? G, F sharp, B minor, A, G, back into A, back off to G, back into A, back to G, then off to F. You just hang on that F, strum it a whole bunch of times, right? Then into G. This is at the end of the track. There's a little lead line over top of that. Right there, it's just right up the D major pentatonic, right? 12th fret. And when you get down to this 7 of the A, you go off to 5 and then slide it back onto 7 into 9 and then just reverse everything, right? back to the 10 of the B, little bend, slide it into 12, and then 10, 12 of the high E into a bend, and that's the end of the track, right? Right, and that is it. That is how you play Be My Lover by Alice Cooper. Certainly hope you enjoyed that, found it helpful. If you did, please hit that like button right down there. Maybe drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already, as that would be very kind. Hope you're well out there, and we'll see you next time, yeah? Cheers.